Well, if you're European, then you might want to brace yourself here. The battle between EU authorities and big tech is getting a bit messier. Now, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that Meta is in talks with regulators to launch an ad-free subscription version of its services for the continent here amid controversy over collection and the use of user data. But the question is, of course, if anyone is going to pay $14 a month to use Instagram. Brad, if we just take a step back here, This is very smart on Meta's part, right? They're saying, OK, we're cooperating. We will launch a service where you could pay $14 a month if you just want Instagram, $17 a month if you want access to both Instagram and Facebook on a desktop. But if you don't, then you can opt in and you can share your data, and then we can use that data to better target ads. It's almost a win-win for them.
It almost is. However, except for this one mega kind of facet of the entire social media experience, which is the influencers out there. And our colleagues over at TechCrunch, they actually make a very good point, because TikTok also considering something similar where people could be able to pay for a price to have an ad-free experience. However, that still means that you've got a trove of influencers that are out there that sometimes do not disclose that they're actually working or are in partnership with one company or another. But all of that considered, you're probably still going to see some form of influencer marketing take place. It's really just, and marketing at a whole, it's still going to move forward. There could be companies who you like, who you're following already, who you're still going to see them in your feed, but it's just a matter of being able to kind of weed out perhaps some of the egregious forms of marketing that show up multiple times throughout your scrolling experience when you're just mindlessly thumbing through all of the different pieces of content that are coming up on your device.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a big question about whether or not we do see this, exactly what it's going to cost. Again, this is just a report here from the Journal about it costing $14 a month. But then the timeline of this, because we know Meta has until the end of November to comply with the new regulations put forth by the EU. So you would think that this would potentially be an offering here that we could see come to fruition in a week or two.
I'm not sure.
Weeks.
I'm not sure I'm
Would you
buying.
pay?
I'm not paying. I'm not paying.
Well, we don't have to worry about it just yet. But.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah. I mean, I've become so accustomed to just having a free experience.
I know.
And I've been weaning myself off of that free experience too. So why would I pay?
Okay, so maybe you're not the best person to ask here, but
I'm not a good
I'm with you. I think that paying that much per month, when you talk about all the subscriptions that you're already paying
That's
for
a
when it
Netflix
comes to the
subscription.
streaming, exactly. And it's more than I pay for a lot of other things like Disney Plus, which I use all of the time, although I do use Instagram all the time as well. So maybe I would have to be forced to make some tough choices and forgo some of the streaming subscriptions to pay $14 a month for Instagram. I don't know.
If there was scripted,
or I could just opt in for the free version and we don't even have to be having this.
I guess if there was scripted, produced content that I continuously went back for to see on a regular cadence, then maybe. But it'd have to be high quality.
Okay. Well, that's all right.